Welcome to my Career and DMIT series. In today's video, we will understand about visual and spatial intelligence. Yes, visual and spatial intelligence deals with the creativity and visualization. So in this session, we will explore all the characteristics of this visual and spatial intelligence. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Surekha Bhosle. I am entrepreneur, mentor, trainer and counselor. So when we talk about visual and spatial intelligence, we will first see what is exactly visual and spatial intelligence, and then we will understand all the characteristics of this visual and spatial intelligence. Next, we will understand about the shortcomings that if person has very high visual and spatial intelligence, that what are the shortcomings he might face, or if person has low visual and spatial intelligence, then what challenges that person can face. Further, I will give you idea about the number of career options which are available for the persons who are high on visual and spatial intelligence, and how then we will see how each and every individual can uh, do the improvement in this visual and spatial intelligence by doing certain activities. So let's understand about visual and spatial intelligence. Basically, here we are talking about visual and spatial. So what is visual and spatial? Spatial intelligence is basically deals with the imagination ability of any individual. It deals with imagination and creating the mental image with more information. So whatever events person comes across, he makes one mental image at the back of the mind, inside the mind. So that is known as spatial intelligence, which has more information. And then what is visual? So when we talk about actually visual intelligence, it basically deals with the visualization of that spatial mental image in the form of 3D objects. So whatever is explained to you, again you can imagine and then you can visualize into the in the form of objects, which is called as visualization. And with their visualization ability, these persons can think about what next, how to go about it, how it will look like. That feel they can imagine in their mind, they can visualize in their mind. They are very creative in arts and crafts. The people with visual and spatial intelligence can explore number of new ideas and they can navigate with those ideas easily. They can visually arrange information in the form of 3D objects. They have ability to deal with space and distance, and therefore they have very good eye hand coordination also. And the important aspect of this visual and spatial intelligence, that these people actually have photogenic memory, and therefore whatever they see, it gets printed in their mind, and whenever they want they can recall it easily, and this is known as this is called as photogenic memory recall. So this is all about visual and spatial intelligence. Now let's see all the characteristics of this personality. So what are the characteristics? As we seen that logical and mathematical intelligent people are left brain oriented. Here visual and spatial intelligent people are basically right brain oriented. As they are right brain oriented, they are visionary and they are intuitive. So how they take the decision? They take the decisions based on their intuitions and they do not focus on the facts. So that is the important aspect of this visual and spatial intelligent people. So whatever they think, they imagine, they visualize, they dream, and accordingly they take the decisions based on their emotions. They are superb designers, artists. They can do very good color combinations. They are very good in drawing and as well in map reading. They have very good direction sense, map reading ability, and important aspect as explained to you, they can put all the events in videographic display and then find conclusions about any projects given to them. They have excellent level of aesthetic sense, that is beauty sense, and due to their photogenic memory recall, they can easily remember places, faces, landmarks, directions, and whenever they want, they can recall it. They are very sensitive in their dress sense as they have the sense of beauty. So they have very good dress sense as well as color sense. And if you come across the people with visual and spatial intelligence, you will notice one thing, that they are daydreamers because they go into the imagination and visualization. So that is their ability. So these all are certain characteristics of visual and spatial intelligence. Let's understand the shortcomings. The person who has high visual and spatial intelligence, they do not use fact-based approach. They just work on their emotions. That is, they are right-brain oriented and therefore they take the decisions on the intuition base. But in some situations, it might create problems or challenges to that particular person. So the persons with visual and spatial intelligence always take some suggestions from the logic minded people, that is left brain oriented people, so that they will also understand, they will be also able to see the facts behind the decision. So that is very important aspect, where visual and spatial intelligent people should be careful, and it can mislead them if they purely work on photogenic memory recall. So these are the important aspect or challenges they might face, therefore they should take the precautions. Now let's understand that the people who has very low visual and spatial intelligence, what are the challenges? The people with low spatial intelligence may face difficulty in concentration and focus as they get distracted. They are not able to focus on one thing. So that might be the challenge. So meditation is the good way to increase the focus ability and concentration ability of an individual. Now let's understand, as we understood that they have very good visualization, imagination ability, and they have the creativity, therefore which career options are suitable for them? As they can deal with 3D objects, therefore they can be good animators, architect, designers, because architect and interior designers both, because they can imagine, they can create architecture in the visual image, spatial image, and then they can put it into the visualization, and they can be very good architects, graphic designers, engineers, artists, cartographers, photographers, airline pilots, surgeons. Yes, in surgery also they need to imagine, okay, they need to visualize how to go about it. So excellent surgeons are basically have the visual and spatial intelligence. So these people can become very good surgeon doctors, then they can become painters, sculptors, and they can become chefs because they have very good sense, eye hand coordination also, and through their visualization ability they can imagine well, so they can be a best chefs and they will be very good in cooking also. Embroiderers, landscapers, theater set designers, cinematographer, book illustrator, tour guides, jewelry and fashion designers, sports persons, etc., etc. So here you understood that whenever there is a creativity, these are certain career options which this type of people can explore with. So let's understand about the famous personalities. I will give you certain examples. The first one is the M.F. Hussain, who is an Indian artist known for executing bold, vibrantly colored narrative paintings in a modified cubic style. Already we know M.F. Hussain ji. Then Leonardo da Vinci, who is the Italian painter, sculptor, architect, musician, engineer, and scientist. He had learning disability. Already we seen this example in Tare Zami Pe, and there also he has given these examples, Leonardo da Vinci. Then the best example is Walt Disney, who is an American motion picture and television producer and showman, famous as a pioneer of animated cartoon films, as the creator of such cartoon characters uh, as Mickey Mouse and Donald. These cartoon characters are created by Walt Disney. And the Picasso is a Spanish painter, sculptor, printmaker, ceramist, and theater designer who spent most of his adult life in France. So these are certain examples, some of the examples you can go through the personalities with high visual and spatial intelligence, and you can understand how they achieve their goal. So let's understand that how you can keep yourself engaged if you have high visual and spatial intelligence, or if you have low visual and spatial intelligence, then how you can improve it. These activities will help you on improving the visual and spatial intelligence, and those who already have, they can keep their mind engaged. Work on zigzag puzzles, Rubik's cubes, mazes, or other any type of visual puzzles you should play. Then you should use the graphic software programs, and you should learn those programs like Photoshop, Corel Draw, and number of free programs are also available to create new designs and images. You should learn the photography, and you should use the camera to record your visual impressions. You can create the video presentations, use free tools like Filmora to create new videos, and you can find many more free tools on the Google, and you can make use of it, and you can implement it by nurturing your visual and spatial ability. You can watch films and television shows with attention to the use of light, then camera movement, color, and other cinematic elements, because your mind is creative, you can visualize. So as you have that sense, so you can just understand how it is implemented in practical world. Create a picture library of favorite images from the magazines and newspapers. You can learn orienteering skill for hiking in nature. Then you can study geometry, take a class in drawing, sculpting, painting, photography, videographic design, or some other visual art at a local institute. And very important, just do not learn it, participate, try to participate in competitions. Then try to make three-dimensional models of your ideas you have for invention of different projects. Then learn how to use and interpret flow chart. You are best at flow chart because you understand that flow in the mind. Then you can learn that how decision structures, tree structures are formed, how to make diagrams and other forms of visual representation. So friends, these are certain activities for the improvement. Now let's move ahead, and here I think you have understood about visual and spatial intelligence. Now this is your turn. So you have to tell me, what do you think, that which characteristics of visual and spatial intelligence do you have? Please do let me know in the comment section. I will love to read it, and yes, I will give you feedback on the same. And before concluding the session, for more updates, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, on my Instagram, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel Surekha Bhosle, and click on notification button as well. And in case you have any kind of doubts related to this intelligence or career, do book my appointment. I am giving away half an hour free session. You can book my session by visiting my website www.surekhabhosle.com. So that's it for today's session. See you in next video with one more intelligence. And till then, thank you and bye bye.